Hello, good evening, good evening. We're back, and I've just checked on TCB. There's no MHA last week, so what we're gonna be doing is Hunter x Hunter. Now, just to be clear, I'm caught up, but I have not read, I think, 4 chapters of Hunter x Hunter. So we'll be starting with chapter 394 up to 397, the most current one. That's where we're gonna be starting with Hunter x Hunter for this week, and then maybe for the new chapter, if it does come out as well this Friday, I'll be doing that on a Saturday or Friday. No, Saturday morning maybe. All right. So let me just get my screen situated here. There you go. Now I'll still need to mask this because I don't want any problems with Duesha. Uh, and where is that image? Where is that image? And if you guys are bothered that I'm using any other image and it's not Hunter x Hunter related, sorry, but that's just how it's gonna be. Until such time that I don't need to show you the images anymore of the chapters, of the pages, this is how it will be. And still need a darker image. I still need a darker color. So let's choose that. And no, I think that's better. Let me check. Okay. Yeah, I think that should be great. Let me see first if there's any other option. No. No. Yeah, I think I like this better. Let's see if there's no. That's showing too much. Showing less. Too much. Yeah, I'll stick with purple. Okay. I think that's a lot better for me. Yeah, that should be fine. That should be fine. All right. So let's get started. So again, this is chapter 394 of Hunter x Hunter, and let's see. The title is Plan. All right. Cool. Uh, just checking on the mic. Everybody hears me, right? Everybody's good. Cool. 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 All right. Perfect. All right. I'll be happy to go with you, but first I must use the bathroom. You see, at my age, you can't walk around with a full bladder. I don't care if you piss yourself. Just get over here. I'm dead serious. How troublesome. Who knows what might happen? Ouch! I'm in so much pain. What the hell is wrong with you people? I'm just a defenseless old man. Ouch, ouch, ouch. It hurts so much. There's not even any blood, old man. Where's your real body? I'll show you what getting stabbed for real feels like. I used to be a con man. I jumped in front of cars. The more I rolled around in pain, the more honest people would believe I was injured. How the times have changed. Who cares? Where are your and who cares? Where are your and the corporal's bodies? Eh, 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 Interesting. He vanished. Does that mean he's got some kind of power as the boss? Hmm. Why don't we leave the Haley to the trope? You've already found Hizuka. All that's left is to clean up. Let's just send the trope over to the Haley hideout. Let them run wild. I'm going. I'm going to pick up the shiv. Hey, don't go in there. Hey, he said. Ooh. Okay. So based on what's happening, the person's inability is to, I assume, maybe teleport guys. Tashi disappeared. Just as I thought, it's probably the same guy who abducted your men before. It's a trap that takes you to a different location when you enter. It certainly is a trap, but this must be someone else's ability. That guy was killed by Nobunaga the Spider. Really? They stayed at our HQ for a little while. They're gone now, but the murderer's head and torso are still there. They said themselves they would crush the Haley family. I see. I'm sure they'll be able to handle this trap too. Guess I'll have to look around myself. Huh? I just entered the room. Why am I in front of a door? Okay, you're dead. Oh, sweet. I just reached level 2. Congrats, congrats, congrats. I'll take care of him. I'm a transmuter. Come on, a mission. Come on, a mission. Ah, man, a conjurer. Seems like there's a lot of left-handed conjurers. Mon, Mon is the last of the trash. Conte said he has directly connected this room to the disposal plant. Gotcha. Chief, give me a hand. Chief, give me a hand. Yep. At this rate, we'll all be hitting level 21 in no time. It'll be your turn to level up soon. Roger that. Chiffon, Toto, Conjurers, Seamstress, Ornament Factory Worker, Mont Blanc Toto. Wow, the names, the names. Reminds me of One Piece, though. Mont Blanc, Chiffon. So this guy's Torbelm, an emitter, smuggler, assassin. Okay. Mont Blanc Toto, conjurer, corpse disposal, animal feed factory worker. The steward we left in the VVIP area as a liaison with Fort Prince has gone quiet. I see. Seems like the Serenich might be onto us. What? I figured it would be a while before someone discovered this place, but based on Gadam's report, looks like time is running out. Therefore, I'd like to bring one of the Serenich men over to our side. One of you will go with Dogman and capture a guard. Changing code seems like a pain. If possible, I'd rather do the organ work. Matt Veer, transmuter, temp agency staff. Then I'll go. Totem, manipulator, underworld doctor. Knowing Serednich, he'll definitely want to kill me himself for betraying him. But seeing as the succession war is ongoing, we have no way of telling when he might make his move. In order to keep an eye on his whereabouts, I want to inflict one of his soldiers with contagion, assuming that's his ability. Cool. If you find any of the soldiers on this list, Please bring them here. Room 3101S. Passageway is no good anymore, so use door C. Understood. Uh, Uraruji. Uraruji and Yokutani take shifts guarding the door. No doubt, no doubt there will be. Oh, no doubt there will only be a mafia and soldiers around. But if you come across any of the Sered, Sered, Serednich bodyguards, lure them here. Sure. It'll be troublesome if the first prince soldiers come. Can we turn them away on legal grounds? Nope. Notre and Chauffeur. Return to the room of 3131 and report back on the situation in room 3101. From there, Roger's at Notre, Conjurer, Chauffeur, Transmuter. How'd you go back to room 3101 again? The door in room 3131 got us to the base, and then we came here through the cleanup room, right? So let's just retrace our steps. We go from cleanup room to disposal room, then use the door to the living room. One more time, please. You didn't follow that? Dude, you're not going to last long. It's a pain, so I'll just follow you. What will you do without me? Dog, you've got the most important mission of all. Please find the guard. Okay. I'm going to need a few more levels, though. Dogman, Enhancer, Pro Wrestler. Oh, interesting. You're right. Let's prioritize you at the new disposal plant and get you up to level so at least. Okay. Looks like they've cleared out. Captain, there's a body here. Looks like a member of the Char R family. That will justify our forced entry. Uh, that will justify our forced entry. Contact the Central Police Station and request an inspection. Tell them a Haley member was resisting arrest and escaped to this room after shooting at us, so we had to break in. Haley never submitted a list of their members to public safety, so we have to treat them as regular civilians. This room is registered as a gang office, so until the culprit is identified, you have no choice but to treat it as a gang-related offense. The problem comes when the problem comes when a so-called civilian body is found and a career-driven officer who can't read the room makes a bad decision. If it's filled, if it's filled, if it's filled under mafia base, civilian murder instead of act of rebellion, things might get out of hand. We must arrest the boss of the Haley family, Morena Prudo, before worse comes to worse. It'd be great if we could deal with her before she causes too much trouble for Prince Serenich. What the fudge are these names? Now that the GU and Char families have joined forces, Tier 3 will get cleaned up. Still, it'd be best to avoid antagonizing the police and the royal guards during the inspections. So stick to smaller firearms. Captain, if the Haley family has one or more new users, wouldn't it be best to come up with a plan to counter them? Then, what's that? It's a special power that's spreading like a virus on tier 1. It's it's a considerable threat. It's probably why Prince Seri hasn't handled this urgent situation yet. I suggest we prepare ourselves for battles where conventional weapons aren't effective. And who exactly reported this to a lowly second class private like you? Volkson, a provisional hunter in charge of security around the princess residential area. A first class private Volkson? I think I'll strongly request for her to be reassigned to tier 3 as an advisor. And one more thing, second class private Otoshin? If you ever abbreviate Prince Ceridius' name again, I'll rip those dopey looking eyes right out of your sockets. And I'll have you on the front line for the rest of your life. Which won't be long because you'll be first up against one of those Nen users, you punk. Yes, sir. You really are an idiot. You're getting Volk mixed up in this too. Her intel will be crucial. The reason Morena planned this uprising is obvious. You think she'd pick a fight with Seri with zero chance of winning? Well, there's an idiot right next to me who provoked the corporal with zero chance of winning, so it worked out in the end, though, right? Volk's getting reassigned. Shin, I'm seriously gonna shoot you if you don't shut up. You worthless little brat. This might be the last time we see a Royal Guard school's fourth class famous ship. We might. This might be the last time we see the Royal Guard school's fourth class famous shouting match. Hey man, don't jinx this. Nah. If you look at the, if you looked at it objectively, it may be true. The corpse was clearly a few days old, meaning they didn't find it during the second wave inspection, or rather, they didn't want to find it at all. Well, when it comes to mafia disputes, the police and army are fairly lenient as long as there are no civilian casualties. But during the inspection, the army would have had no reason to think the dead guy was mafia, right? The inspection on the Haley office was likely nothing more than a verbal check. Here's the thing about Hunter x Hunter. And I know a lot of you guys like it, but I don't. I really don't like this being so much text. So much text. That's why I've had a falling out with this series. Plus, again, nothing against nothing against the author, but I know he's sick, but I really wish he should have ended the manga already. He should have ended the series already, this franchise. He should have done that. He should have. That chapter where there was no dialogue when Jin and Gon was on that tree, that was supposed to be the end. That should have been the ending. This, what we're seeing right now, should have been a new series. If it was Hunter x Hunter, sure, fine, but it should have been new characters. It shouldn't have been a continuation of Gon and Killua and Kurapika and Leori's story. That's for me. That's my opinion. Well, when it comes to mafia disputes, the police and the army are fairly lenient as long as there are no civilian casualties. But during the inspection, the army would have had no reason to think the dead guy was mafia, right? Their inspection of the Haley office was likely nothing more than a verbal check. The police understand this as much as the police understand this much at least to the coroner will probably surmise a time of death that is more consistent with the inspection time. Can you say the same for the Hunter Association? If they turn up for the autopsy, what could change everything? The coroner's tampering would certainly be exposed. What if that caused the association to distrust Kakin and take matters into their own hands? The Hunter Association main jobs are guarding the prince and providing support on tier 3, right? Not sure if they'd get involved in the mafia dispute. The bodyguard duty is a big problem. The hunters probably only found out about the troublesome seed urn ceremony after they boarded, same as us. If the hunters realize the blood ties between the mafia and the royal family and what those second track fakers are up to, they might consider eliminating them to protect their princess. That'd be bad. I see. It will suit the justice ministry just fine if the mafia was wiped out. They want to be more independent. Exactly. And the mafia's extermination would suit the first prince. If rumors spread that the Army Justice Department and Hunter Association might all be coming for them, a war could break out between the Kakin Empire and the Mafia. It's clear from their eradication of old members without any concern for hiring new ones and them boarding the ship as civilians that the Haley are bent on destroying the balance. And it's just as the corporal says, if a career driven Central Police officer makes the wrong decision, their statement might be the trumpet that signals the end. War is one thing, but this would be one sided. This would be a one-sided insurrection. If the Allied mafia families were to rally some lower-class citizens from Tier 4 and 5 to their side, would be far outnumbered. No chance. Corporal Gipper, I have a question. How come you aren't yelling at them for talking nonstop? Because they aren't worthless idiots like you. And they're right. We can delay the capture of Morena Proto and wait. We can't delay the capture of Morena Proto any longer. Now I understand, sir. To be fair, Captain Otoshin has a point. Momori can I kiss you? Die. Okay, that was funny. It's true that the prince has remained silent despite Morena's rebellion. Knowing the prince, there's only one reason he'd delay getting revenge on the traitor. He must have found a new toy. Are you referring to his gun disassembly and reassembly training in the 7th grade? I've heard rumors about that. He holed himself up in his room practicing without eating or sleeping he beat the military schools until he beat the military school's fastest record, right? Yeah, but that guy would never call it training, just playing. Don't call him that guy. One classmate would argue with him during training. After the award ceremony, the prince shot him in the legs. Oops, that was a secret. Infamous, you can only talk back if you break my record incident. Except he decided to return fire instead of words. If you're going to act all high and mighty just because you're a prince, you'd best back it up. It's a solid argument, though. You can't just shoot a guy over that. He's too short tempered. Solid arguments don't fly with the prince. You're probably the only one who could get away with talking back to him so casually. You're saying the reason why the prince isn't taking action against the Haley is because he's learning to control this so-called Nen ability? Yep. At least it's most likely hypothesis. We should wait for Volskin to arrive and confirm the facts first, but at this point, it's probably safe to hypothesize that Morena has new Nen powers too. Also, without looking too suspicious, we should periodically request different deployments. Yeah, in preparation for the worst case scenario. That's why. Any mafia cleanup plan would definitely be kept under wraps, meaning that guards won't be privy to the timing or details. When the operation begins, passage between tiers 2, 3 will be limited to the official royal troops only. Considering our status, the fastest way to tell when the operation is commencing is by seeing when our deployment transfer request is rejected or put on hold. It's actually annoying how damn smart you guys are. If you actually applied yourself, you could easily join the Princess Bodyguards or even the office royal troops. Why don't you? Too much effort. A bunch of slackers, huh? I guess I'm the only one who cares about moving up. Slackers. If you want to call myself his friend, should I be by his side, pestering him by chance? I wonder. We've been together since birth. Can't be helped. It's in his nature. Is there nothing we can do? How do we change him? If he doesn't want to change himself, what can we do? Even though we didn't ask for this, we're in this position, so we have to try. The closer you get, the less of a friend you become. That's why we remain at the lowest ranks, the farthest away, shouting. Theri, are you really okay with this? Currently, our dear Prince Theri is undergoing Nen training with his bodyguard Teta, as we suspected. By the way, that's top secret. Any gossip would mean an instant demotion. What's this Nen thing all about anyway? Like I said, it's also top secret, so I don't know. It's a shame. I was just about to start a serious investigation into it. Uh, Volk, you're really pissed off, aren't you? Yeah, betcha. I only told you as a warning, and you go and blab the Gipper. What a way to repay your debt! You needed, we needed to know the particulars. I even suggested reassignment to get to get you here safe and sound. God. Now that Gipper's moved up, you really think he's going to request a swap out? Right now, he's probably using me as a pretext to restrict communications with lower tier soldiers. Right, you're you right you are, but I'm holding out hope on the 5% chance that Gipper will see the big picture, follow his conscience, and continue to contact us. Well, it's all the same now that I'm down here. It's not like Gipper will be getting any intel out of Teta anyway. I know you two are friends, but is that enough for her to share top secret info with you? She might not tell me about Nen, but there's plenty of other stuff that got my attention. Shortly after emergency broadcast that resulted in the prince learning about Nen, Theta started acting strange. The same with Salcub, who was with her. Depending on how you ask the question, there are things you can figure out even when people don't answer. I could have gotten to the bottom of things, but as long as I'm down here, we'll have to make do. Ah, don't worry, we're on the same wavelength. Morena Prudo is most likely a Nen user. Therefore, in order to protect ourselves, let's avoid her with all our might. Great. It's the Volk. Great. It's the Volk we all know and love. I know. You know, I'll just say this now. I haven't given up on my career aspirations yet. You realize how hard it is to flee while acting as if you're searching? Piece of cake, right? We know what Morena looks like, and they don't know any of our faces. Now we're probably burned. That's two artists who marked us as private soldiers used to be a former member of the Haley family. The prince pulled him out before the massacre of Morena's naming ceremony, but it seems the gang still has our customer data. Best to proceed on assumption that Morena knows about us. Anyways, if Nen really, anyways, is Nen really that dangerous? I don't know the particulars, but what I gleaned from Theta and Talkov's attitude is that Nen is comparable to a weapon best kept secret. I literally just said that more threatening than guns, I said. Yeah, but her persuasion skills are on another level. The weight of yours and Volkson's words are as different as cotton and osmium. What the hell? Osmium? What the hell's osmium? Osmium. Okay. Chemical element. Fine. Assuming the prince is currently learning Nen, that means we can also use that power, right? One of one of many things I could have looked into if I was still on tier one, but right now self-preservation is our top priority. We're at an overwhelming disadvantage by not knowing the Haley members. Let's try to reach out and cooperate with either Juyu and Cha R families at once. Roger, Volk, if any of us get caught by Morena, should we cut them out? You're right. Let's make a plan. And that's the end of the chapter. You know, guys, after reading this chapter, I think I'll not do the rest. There's just too much text, and I'm really don't feel so good. I'm really feeling under the weather right now. So I'll end the stream. I'll be ending the recording as well, and I'll be uploading this maybe tomorrow, including the Jujutsu and Chainsaw Man chapters that I did a live reaction to. So for now, thank you guys again for entertaining me, for uh, joining me here, and hopefully, you enjoy what you've seen, what you've heard, and yeah, uh, talk to you again. See you again tomorrow, and as I always say, have a great week. Have a nice long week, and keep smiling.